welcome back to Kragle Kreations. Today's video is going to be on the Great Movie Ride, which is now Minnie and Mickey's Runaway Railway. Right now we're looking at the resort area of the Magic Kingdom and the Magic Kingdom Park. And if you want to see a complete full overview of the resort area and the park, check out my channel. And one of the last video that I did was on that. You can take a look at that. And also, if you want to get your minifigures in the park or in the resort area or even at the Great Movie Ride, as I continue to finish that, look on that video, or at the end of this video, I'll be putting information about how you can get your minifigures in the park, get some PHOTOPASS pictures that I'll send back to you, and then your minifigures will be in the park or in the resorts or wherever you want them for the duration to populate the park or resort area. So right now, let's get on over to the Great Movie Ride, and that is over here. Right now, I don't have any facade around it. I've got some of that coming in, and we will get the sky around it and get it secluded as we go along. But I am not completed the whole thing. So at the front here, we have the Chinese theater. That is the queue area, the ride building that it is in. It was the Great Movie Ride starting back in 1989 when they opened Hollywood Studios, and that was until 2017, and now they've changed it to Minnie and Mickey's Runaway Railway, which I have been down there since they had that ride, and that is a pretty good ride. If the kids were little, I'm sure they would really love that ride. We decided to build this because it was one of our favorite rides at Hollywood Studios. Even though the movies are older movies, and my kids and even myself, I didn't even grow up on some of these movies because they're a little older than my generation as well. But we just really liked it, and it was a mainstay for us when we went to Hollywood Studios. We liked the movie making process and that kind of stuff, so we really gravitated to it. And when they changed it, we were a little bummed, but we decided to make it here in Lego as well. So let's take a closer look at the building where the queue is. The front, as you come into Hollywood Studios, you look down Hollywood Boulevard and you see this iconic building, the Chinese theater that is out in Hollywood. And if you look, we'll get a little closer here, you can see the signage here for the Great Movie Ride, the custom signs that I have made, and then the actual poster for it as well. And we've got a lot of little Easter eggs around. We've got Indiana Jones from the Lost Ark. Obviously, that is one of the movies that is inside this ride. This ride is a compilation of a lot of the old classic movies. And so you go, it's actually like a backlot, sound stage or movie stage where the different sets are set up. So you go in fittingly through the Chinese theater, and then it has all these movies as you go through. And we're going to go through some of the movies. We have, I've got 5 different sets completed. There's some more to come. And so I thought I'd do this overview of what I have completed to this point. So you do see some of the First Order troopers down here. During Star Wars days, they did in front of this, they used to set up a big stage in front and have all the characters come out and the kids would see them. And then they'd also have like a parade or a march down Hollywood Boulevard to the Chinese theater. So let's take a look here. On both sides, I have the signage, and we have the palm trees set up. And it used to have, for a certain amount of time, the Sorcerer Mickey hat was right in the way of it. And since then, that's been taken down. You can see this right when you come in the park and head down Hollywood Boulevard. So as we look around at the building, we have the spires up here. The classic look of it. Now, it's not totally completed. I still have a lot of work to do tile-wise on the inside of the area in here, and some of the decorations on the wall itself. So as we look here, we've got a family. We've got some balloons there. We do have this like pagoda area here. That is where you will first go into line, the queue line. And what you do is you go in and you go around this way, around the corner there, underneath that canopy, through those doors over there, and then through here as well, into it goes back through there and into there. Or you could just go right in the front door there. It depends on how long the line is. So what we've got here is some of the actors and actresses, they would do, like at the Chinese theater, they'd put their handprints and footprints in concrete out front. So we have some of those here. We've got Kermit and C-3PO and R2-D2. We've even got Sylvester Stallone and Hulk Hogan. Now, some of those aren't really there, but most of these are there. We have the Avengers there, Goofy, and obviously we have Sorcerer Mickey there, and Minnie. And then we have Harrison Ford. And so what I did, I made some custom stickers. So you can kind of see that. There's Julie Andrews. Now she is in the Mary Poppins section, which I'll show you here in a bit. That's one of the movies that are in the ride itself. But what I just simply did was take photos of, got photos off the internet of the handprints and footprints, and then made custom stickers and then stuck them on tile plates. So I think it turned out really well. I think it's a neat little addition. There's Goofy there. And so I'll be doing some more of those. And everywhere you see stud in there, I'm going to eventually get tile in most of the places. I want to leave some studs so I can hook some men on there and that. But that is kind of the goal there. Now, I am missing some canopies back on the sides there, here and over here. But most of everything is kind of completed. We've got to get some wall decorations up in some of those spots. Got the planters down there, the planters on this side. And again, there's some space for those studs out there. We're going to put some decor up there. And then we also have those lion statues in front there. That turned out really well. It's got neat pieces. And then the custom sticker on the front there is the mural that they have, or they had up there when it was the Great Movie Ride. So you can kind of see the beams there. That turned out really good. I thought that the ornamentation around the top there with some different odd pieces really set that off there. I think it looks really good. The top of the building there, we've got some different textures in there. So that I think that turned out really well. I am eventually going to also make the signage for Mickey and Minnie's Runaway Railway, and kind of have it so I can go back and forth between that, because they other than the signage, they didn't really change a lot. So that turned out to be, a positive for me being able to go back and forth. So that's the Chinese theater there. That is the front queue line. Let's get some better pictures of that. See if I can get over here, stay out of causing a bunch of shadow here. And there is the piece. Now, size-wise, if you're wondering, it is on 6 48 by 48 piece base plates. Okay, so it is rather large. This is a ping pong table that it's on. So that is rather large. Now, what I'm going to do now is I'm going to push this back a little bit. I'm going to bring up each different movie one at a time here. So I will do that right now. All right. And now, the first one I brought up here was the Casablanca scene. And if you know your Disney history a little bit, the back of this plane is actually in the Jungle Cruise itself. So if we go back over to the Jungle Cruise, we can see right there, there is the back of the plane, and the Jungle Cruise there in the Magic Kingdom Park there. Now, it isn't the same plane, obviously, that I used, but that is the little bit of history there that they used. The front of the plane in the Great Movie Ride, and the back of the plane is the one that was in the Jungle Cruise itself. So this is the Casablanca scene. And what I've got, what's going on here is I don't have this wall completed here, but this will be the tunnel coming in. And then the ride vehicle will go down here, which I'm still yet to make. And then what you do when you came down, you saw the side pretty much like this. You looked at the side there, and there are the two characters right there, and the airport scene where they are standing next to the luggage. And you can see the sunset in the background a little bit, and the palm tree. And so I think we tried to capture that as much as the best we could and use minifigures that we could find. Let's get my shadow out of there. There we go. And that is the Casablanca scene. So now that is a movie that's older than I am. So we just know, my kids know that from the Great Movie Ride. At least it did when they were younger, obviously. I explained that it was an older movie. And so that is the Casablanca scene. And let's get on to another scene right now. Now, we had to change to this side for this scene because there are two scenes in one, because I've connected the two scenes together. So as we come into this scene here, it is the Singin' in the Rain scene with Gene Kelly, the actor. And we see the cloud scene as we come in. I think that turned out really well because when you go in the ride through this, the archway here, it is made from clouds. So as we go through there, I'm not going to go all the way through there. I can't reach too well. I guess I can there. We see Gene Kelly there, and he is on the lamppost, the famous picture of him in the Singin' in the Rain movie. I did have a custom sticker that I made for this too, the Mount Hollywood Art School. And then all the individual translucent pieces is a rain coming down. And I do have a piece also that comes over. I don't have it on right now. That is some lighting that looks, is drop lights that looks like rain coming down too, and they kind of sparkle. So that was, this light also lights up, and it ends up being, I think it looks pretty good. I tried to make it as accurate as I could, the buildings there. It's a pretty simple set design there. And then we see the clouds in front of him as well. So as we come down, we'll come on the ride vehicle this way, and he'll be surrounded by the clouds. And then as we go to the next scene then is Mary Poppins. And so we come there and we see the rooftop, and we see the chimney sweeps. So we see Dick Van Dyke and Julie Andrews as Mary Poppins, and they are on the rooftop there. And then I still got some filling in to do on that side as well, but I did use some stickers, some custom stickers for the chimney sweeps that you see in the ride itself. So I think that turned out really well as again, and that is the Mary Poppins scene then too. So the two scenes there are the Singin' in the Rain and Mary Poppins. Now let's get on to the next scene here. Now this scene is Tarzan. So as we come down in the ride, we are gonna go on the track there again with the ride vehicle. And as we come in, we see Jane on the elephant in there. And I'm gonna go above now as we come through here, and we see, there we have one of the monkeys right there. And there is Jane. And then we see that bridge that goes across there. And then we see Tarzan, and he kind of just goes right across. If you guys remember the ride, he just goes, it's a animatronic, but it's really just like a mannequin that just goes right across and then kind of circles back and then comes back again as you go through the ride. So you kind of go through like this, and you'll see him, and then you kind of turn. You can see that you go through, and then you can look at Jane on the other side there. Let's see if I can zoom this out. There we go. Zoom it out a little bit and see if we can get a picture inside here without running into too much foliage. So there it is going through there, and you see the bridge right there as well. So Again, a lot of these look much, the video doesn't do it as justice as you would see it in person there. But there is the other side there, and you can see her as you go out and under the bridge there. Let's take a couple views here, as you can see. And I do have the sets. Now, the Chinese theater itself is not on Mills plate, but I did put the set pieces on Mills plate so I could move those around much easier. And that's why I'm able to move them up here. And the goal is to eventually make this so we can go through the queue area, and then behind it, then we'll start the actual ride itself. And then all these different sets I'll be able to hook together so we can get the ride vehicle through there. So that is the Jungle, or I'm sorry, not the Jungle Cruise, but Tarzan. And the last one is Indiana Jones, and I'm going to get that right now, Raiders of the Lost Ark. All right, and here is Raiders of the Lost Ark. And let's go begin it as we would be coming in from the side there, from one of the other sets. We come right in through the side here, and you see those idols as you come in, and then as we come around, there are more as we come in there. So let me come back out of there, and let's get a better view down here. And so if you look around here, we've got 4 of them. And yes, I used the Indiana Jones, the new Indiana Jones set. I do have the old one as well, but these statues were just so much better. And so I got 2 sets, obviously. So I had 4 of them, because in the ride there are 4. And then what I did was custom build the that middle area there where they are excavating the ark there. And I even put the I used the sticker element from the set with C-3PO and R2-D2. Now, it is not actually there in the ride. I put it there for the mock, but I will be soon putting one over here on the wall. And that's where it actually is. As you're going down, you look to the left, and that was up on the wall there, was the R2 and C-3PO kind of Easter egg that they placed in there. So as we get down closer here, you can kind of see where I've got the gray that's around all the different sets. But then I used some different masonry bricks and that set that I had gotten. Since I got 2 sets, I had a lot of pieces available, and I kind of just freelanced and put those up against there. I think it worked really good. I like all the detail on the sticker elements and that. And then obviously down there on the bottom, that was just a matter of placing stone and that. And what I do is I look at pictures, and from memory of being on the ride. And that's kind of what I use really with all my builds, is pictures, illustrations and that from the internet, or pictures that we had from vacations, and then just the memory of everything that we've done on those trips. And then as you come out this side, when you come out this side, it's going to be actually a nod to the movie Monsters and that. And so if you guys remember the ride, they're gonna, it's gonna be that when you come out, it's gonna be the little skit that they do in the Great Movie Ride. And so I've got to get a large statue here, and that's to come, where they do a little skit, and it's a really interactive show. If you haven't seen it, watch the complete Great Movie Ride on YouTube. A lot of people have the actual ride itself on there, and you will see all of these details in there. So one more piece that I have, and I will get that right now, is one of the end Wizard of Oz scenes. And here it is right here. This is one of the last scenes. Now, the large Wizard of Oz scene, I do not have that started yet. I've got some ideas of what I'm going to be doing with that. But this is one of the last scenes right before you go into the complete last scene, where it's a movie reel that you sit and watch, a montage of a lot of different movies. This is right to your right as you go around, and then you would go into that movie theater at the end. You guys that have been on the ride know what I'm talking about. And what I need to do here is just complete this by putting the image of the Emerald City Castle on the back of those two translucent pieces there. I was going to build it up, but in the ride itself, it is just a prop. So I thought I'd just lend it to that and do just get an image, make a sticker out of it, and use it as a sticker element back there, closer to what they did. I was going to do a little miniature castle on that of Emerald City, but then I was like, you know, I'm going to kind of stick to what they had done as much as I can too. So there is the crew there from The Wizard of Oz. And like I said, the Emerald City would be back here. I know I did some on it with an app. I could put that back there on some Instagram or TikTok posts that I've done in the past there. So remember to check me out on there as well. Instagram, same at Kragle Kreations, both TikTok and Instagram. And you'll see some of the short movies that I do with all of these sets as well. So I hope you guys liked the progress of what's going on with the Great Movie Ride there. Let me give you one last view of the Chinese Theater here. If you look down through there, you can kind of see all the sights. And like I said, if you'd like to have your minifigures either in the Great Movie Ride here or in the park itself, in the Magic Kingdom Park or the resort area, as we come back over to that, I'm going to put right at the end of the video here, I will put the information. There's a P.O. box. You'll send the minifigures to me. You can indicate two either rides or locations or meet and greets. Or if you have a picture, make a copy of it, put it in an envelope. I will recreate that picture for you with your minifigures. And then I will keep the minifigures here in the park. And then I will send those pictures, those photos to you. Either I could, on any of the social medias I can send you, but you can send me an email and I will email them to you. And you will have those from your minifigures in the park there. And then your minifigures will populate the park here and you'll see them throughout videos as I do them in the future here too. So I really appreciate you guys following us, liking us, share with anybody you can. We're really trying to grow the channel, and we appreciate everyone who watches and comments, and we will see you next time. Bye-bye now.